Just fucking up all around today. Trying to do a countdown. Fuck that up.
We started the show. We didn't know it wasn't
like
happening.
A 2-minute intro. It was all very hilarious. Welcome to SF Comic Book Co. This is more. See, we're already riled up. This is issue number 111. Sad stuff to talk about. Happy stuff to talk about. Rick, I had a whole nice thing to say about Rick. I'm not gonna say it anymore. Welcome to the SF Comic Book Co. Where anything can possibly go wrong. You try something new. Fucked up that intro. That was oh man, so heartfelt too. We cried, laughed.
Oh man, we're talking to dead air, which is the best thing. I'm like,
well, I'm glad I noticed right away because that would have been fucked if we're like fucking.
As soon as you said, "Oh," I looked up in the corner. I was like, "Oh, it still says go live, huh?"
See, you're supposed to be my backup here, Rick. Be like, hey, it's not going.
Dude, you realized the same time I did, but it was funny. We had a good laugh.
It's not on video, so it doesn't count. that was just for our amusement.
Well, for the archives, Ray. For the archives.
That wasn't filmed at all. I wasn't recorded. Welcome to the SF Comic Co. This is the SF Company Hour. Like I said, 111, issue 111. It's 111, right? I put that in right. I didn't
111. 111.
Yeah, some sad stuff to talk about, some passings. We had the great actor Sidney Poitier. Poitier. More of a little swag on that. Sidney Poitier passed away, so we're going to talk about that, some of his film history, and Bob Saget, man. Bob Saget passing. That's another rough one. I love Sidney Poitier, but Danny Tanner, America's Funniest Home Videos.
Yeah.
The director of Dirty Work. Just a comedian. We're going to talk about him for sure. We have a lot of memories of Bob Saget, especially if you grew up in our era. He was definitely a person that kind of was part of our childhood and teenage lives. So definitely going to talk about that a little later. Usually we get the R.I.Ps out the way early, but if it's somebody, some folks like that, some big timers, we talk about them a little earlier. Let's see. Krista Carlson, greetings, geeks. Greetings. Let's see. Krista Carlson, show 111 on 111. Wow. Spooky.
Spooky. Shit. Yeah, it is.
Rick Rock, the Axeman. What's up, Rick Rock, the Axeman?
Rick Rock!
The most demented yet lovable guy. Yeah, no, I saw him live. I got to work one of his comedy shows. Very, a bit like some families had to leave because they didn't realize it was like he was blue.
They've never heard his
Danny
comedy.
Tanner on stage, but he was just like every interview he did, we'll talk more about it later. But yeah, Bob Saget, man, what all timer, man, and that's a rough one for sure, man. Norm Macdonald and Bob Saget close apart. Yeah, Norm passed like 6 months ago.
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah, man.
Damn. Yeah.
Let's see. R.I.P. Danny Tanner. Yep, Danny Tanner, our father, or one of my favorite sitcom dads, man. I like Danny Tanner a lot, man. He was definitely
he's in my top five.
I would
probably
say
top three.
Yeah. What's that? Oh, that's a good list. So let's talk about that.
That's a good list.
We'll talk about that later. Top 5 sitcom dads. Sup, y'all? Rick Rock. What's up, Rick Rock? The Axeman.
My guy. Axeman.
The Axeman. Rickety Rock. All right. So yeah, we're gonna go first. We're gonna talk some figures. Like what we like to do here at the SF Comic Book Go. We like to figure things out. We like to figure it out, and we're gonna figure it out. Figuring it out with Bray Doomzilla. So we're gonna talk over some figures. Ones that dropped this week, I was super juiced about. This is the next wave of the Simpsons Ultimate figures from Super 7. So we're getting Bart-Man, Duffman, Krusty the Clown, and one of my personal favorite characters, Hank Scorpio. I have a tattoo of the motherfucker. That's how much I love Hank Scorpio. So this was definitely a must-buy. The first wave looked pretty good, but this one, these are, the Super 7 Ultimate figures. They're a little pricey. These are like $55 each. But you see what they come with. They come with a shitload of accessories. Duff Man comes with Santa's little helper when he was like the Spuds McKenzie of Duff, and yeah, different head sculpts. And like the beer belt is fucking awesome. Krusty comes with what was the monkey's name?
No, it wasn't Bongo, right, or something like that. No,
Mr. Chimpers, or something. What the fuck is his name? I forgot. I should know this. I'm a huge Simpsons fan. But Krusty comes with a box of Krustios. Got the robe. I would definitely rock him with the robe. A little fucking. We got Bart-Man.
Mr. Teeny.
Mr. Teeny. There you go.
Mr. Teeny.
Yeah. Should have known that. Shouldn't have. Kick myself for that one. We got Bart-Man. With the comic book, the Radioactive Man #1, one of the best episodes. Skateboard and the little was at the nest where the comic book ended up because it got destroyed because people couldn't share. And then the great Hank Scorpio.
Hank Scorpio.
Scorpio. One of my favorite characters has his he has the flamethrower. He has the world's best boss. The fucking maniacal look on his face. The background right there. That right there. That's how it's gonna get posed for sure. Just like my tattoo. I love Hank Scorpio. This is a awesome fucking. This is the awesome wave for sure. This is definitely my favorite wave so far. And it's only 2 in, so I'm pretty excited about this. I think we talked about which ones we wanted to see. I think most of the. I think Krusty was one of yours. I think Hank was one of mine. So it's definitely pretty sick. But any of these picking up, Rick? What do you think of this line?
Probably gonna hold out still. I actually will get the Krusty. The thing would suck if I can't get a Sideshow Bob because.
Oh, they're gonna come out with Sideshow Bob.
Yeah, that's you. If you get Krusty, I want more of the whole Krusty's.
You're gonna get more. Yeah,
circus.
Like if this line does well, which I assume it is, because these are pretty. Like, they're still Simpsons fans. The fact that Simpsons are still fucking running, even though the quality of the show's not
and shit.
But people still love the original Simpsons. Those first 10 seasons are fucking amazing. Some of the best television ever written in history.
First 7 seasons are fucking gold, man.
Yeah. Well, the first 2 they were still kind of finding their footing, but once 3 to 9 are fucking money. 3 to 9 are money. There's a rare bad episode in that bunch. But if you had to pick out of these 4, you would go Krusty.
Actually, just looking at the 4. Yeah, I'd probably go Krusty. I'd like to get the Bart-Man, but the Krusty is sick. I like the face sculpts they give him.
Yeah.
Barts are the same pretty much if you look at it. It's just...
Yeah, and then there's been Bart-Man. Like, one of the first figures they ever released, those little... I forgot who made them. I think, was it Playmates? Early on, like, the first figures, Bart-Man was definitely one of the first figures. They weren't, like, the best quality, but... They were cool. And then I forgot who did the second, the run where they pretty much did every single characters. They weren't really action figures. They just they were like little statues. You get little play sets. You could put them on and stuff. I have a couple of those. But these are awesome, man. I have the Hank Scorpio from that original one too, but this is awesome, man. I'm definitely getting the Scorpio. I have the Scorpio pre-ordered. I got the Scorpio's pre-ordered. I'm tempted to get other one, but they're pricey, so I'll get one. Maybe if I see one in the flesh, and I'll change my mind. Let's see. Honda Lorian, what's up, my fellow Niner fans? By the way, Saturday, Berkeley Comic Con. We got a couple cons coming up. We got Berkeley Comic Con coming up this Saturday. We got East Bay Con on the 6th, I believe. Hopefully attending that one. Barring any catastrophic fucking dealings in the world.
Right.
Yeah, so, it's hard to plan out for shit because you never know. Shit changes every fucking day.
Yeah, people say don't live in fear, but there's a lot of shit to be scared about out there right now.
Yeah, exactly, right.
Yeah.
And then we also, Hondo posted in the little group chat that we got the toy Time Tunnel is putting on their Super Toy Show in Santa Clara this year. It's usually the San Jose Toy Show. They're moving to the Santa Clara Convention Center, which I think we have been before. Yeah, I think we've been.
Santa Clara Convention, wasn't that where they held? No, it's not. No, they held at the hotel. I was thinking, okay.
Yeah, so we got a couple. We got a couple cons coming up. Hopefully, it goes through and happens because everything's a toss up right now, man. But hopefully, it looks like it's going through. People, we're getting over this hump right here, and hopefully shit goes back to normal. But Sup Hondo from the Rock, the X-Man. All right. So already, like, I think I'm calling it now one of the worst looking figures of 2021 coming up. MacFarlane, dude, I'm so upset with MacFarlane. Like,
Name
dude,
recognition.
it's just all right. So this is the Drifter figure coming out. This is for the new Batman movie.
Who is that?
That's supposed to be your boy Bruce Wayne.
Oh, dude, what the fuck is wrong with him?
This figure looks horrible. Like I've seen like the proportions look all fucking. The face sculpt looks horrible. Like I don't understand. Like every time I go to this toy, like Target or whatever, looking for toys, I go through that MacFarlane aisle. And there's some cool figures, but they're just off. Like they had the wave, the Three Jokers wave, and I saw them all up close. I was just, oh man, these look fucking horrible, man. They're not good figures. I don't know what the fuck's going on over there, but their figures are not. Like whoever's their quality control person is fucking doing a shit poor job. Every figure I see coming out of them it's just bad. They look weird, cheaply made. Like the face sculpts are horrible. Like I saw the Peacemaker up close, the Suicide Squad. That does not look like John Cena, dude.
It's not hard to, it's hard to fuck up a John Cena face, man. It's just so easy to fit, so easy to make.
Yeah, he's standard fucking white dude. I don't know what's going on over there, man. I'm just like kind of bummed. Like when I heard MacFarlane was taking over the license for DC, I was like, all right, cool. This is gonna be some high quality fucking figures. We're gonna get some cool shit. The sculpts are gonna be on point. Yeah, everything I've seen from I have one MacFarlane DC figure, and that's the one Hondo picked up me for last Christmas. I every time I go into the store, I see a bunch of them on the rack, and it's just like, oh, that's so like, oh, this figure could be so cool if they I don't know what they're doing, man. This looks bad.
No, it's you know what it is? It's like that line from Clueless. It's a fucking total Monet. From far away, it looks good, but up close, it's a total mess.
I don't even know if far away would help this fucking.
Yeah, I mean, the box, the plastic and shit. The yeah. See, once you do that, it's like
once you look at the figure.
Oh my god! Once you like pick up the box and actually look at it, you can see that it's shit, dude.
Yeah,
it's like my whole thing. They've been resting on their did they lose all their sculptors to other companies? What the fuck's going on?
Four Horsemen were their big sculptors. They went on and kind of did their own. I think they started working with Mattel for a long time, and then Mattel had the DC license for a while, and then they lost it. They started putting out some crap towards the end too. They stopped giving a fuck. But yeah, MacFarlane getting the license, I was super juiced, man. I think I mentioned on here that I was like, man, there's so many possibilities, so many, like seeing what they come out with. Like that Batman Year 2 figure, I saw some reviews of it. It looks horrible. I'm kind of glad my pre-order got canceled out.
Oh, I know which one you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, and like I saw some reviews of it. It's like, oh, that looks kind of like not good. Like the cape is cool and all, but like the actual figure looks like crap. Let's see.
Like, who would want this fucking figure to begin with, though? Honestly, it's like a Bruce Wayne. I want full suit Batman. If you're gonna give me, if you're gonna give me Bruce Wayne, give me the suited Bruce Wayne, which he's not gonna be until the end of the movie. I feel so.
No, I would hope not. Like, no, I want Batman fucking right away. Yeah, man, agreed. That looks like crap. Rick Rock, the original Kango kid from the UTFO, passed away. From now on, you're the Kango kid 2.0. He just passed away a little over a week ago. Okay, I think I just saw that. Maybe the quality lacks to keep price point down from Rick. I don't know about that. They're still pretty pricey. Like Marvel Legends has, they're around the same price point, and their quality of their figures is pretty damn good. Like they definitely have some misses, but at least the figure kind of looks like the fucking actor. At least these are just like. These look like fucking monsters, dude. Like they don't even look right, man.
I wonder if he's getting these sculptors and he's just, he's penny pinching on the sculpts.
I don't know, man. I think they're just like you put a Batman logo on something and put it out there. It's fine, and most of their lines are all Batman. Like
that sucks. That you can just do that. Put a Batman logo and it'll sell. Like that's bullshit.
Yeah,
it needs to be a good figure.
DC's kind of killing themselves with the Batman shit. Like we posted in the group, in the Facebook group about every DC comic this week is Batman related. Batman or Batman related. Like, dude, how are you gonna build a brand like that, dude? Like, just call it Batman. Don't even call it DC Comics.
Batman Comics, like Gotham Comics.
I love Batman and all, but damn. And see, that's why it was kind of nice in the early '90s. They couldn't like release Batman. Like remember the first couple DC cards, the first couple DC Universe cards. They couldn't have Batman characters, so they had to have all these side like bunch of characters you would never see. And like I got to see who these like weird Kilowog or fucking like all these weird fucking characters. But if you have Batman in there, you're just gonna have Batman related characters, man. I'm just kind of kills me, man. Kids these days will buy all the crap. Yeah, I see a lot of those DC figures sitting on those shelves though. I see when I go in most Targets, I see either like the DC figures sitting there, no one's fucking with them, or the Eternals figure that nobody wants. Like who like what kid watches Eternals and wants to play with an Eternals figure? I think they kind of like did a little bit too much with that wave. Like let's have an Eternals wave. And you know what's fucked up? They're sitting there, and the new shit won't come out until some of that shit clears. That's just not going to clear, man. You better put that shit on price for cheap because that shit's fucking nuts. No one. Like I've been to the same Target a few times, and the same Eternals figures have been sitting there for a long time. Like they're going to be there for a long time. Nobody wants those fucking figures. So yeah,
they're gonna have to. Yeah, they're gonna have to put those on clearance. Get them out of there. And it's, you know what, I'm not gonna say shit yet because I know you kind of like the Eternals as far as the movie goes.
Okay, well, I wasn't like in love with it. Like, oh, this was a great movie. I had a lot of issues with it, but
comes out tomorrow on Disney Plus. I can't wait to see it.
Yeah,
I think this is probably the first Marvel movie I actually didn't give a shit about watching it because
I didn't either, really. Like I was not. No, I've been told you like since the beginning. Like I don't care about the Eternals.
Yeah, but my whole thing is that what did it offer? Every movie in Phase 1 had something to offer. Every movie in Phase 2, whether it was shit, had something to offer. What did this movie actually have to offer? Like as far as like adding to the broader storyline, I don't know yet.
We'll talk after you watch it. There was a couple things, but not worth a fucking 2.5 hour movie.
And that's what I'm saying. I'm like, you couldn't take those plot points and chop it up into other movies. No, you had something on the docket. I remember it being called Inhumans, so you just turned it to the I was gonna say externals and shit. Well, yeah, you turned it into the Eternals. I would have much rather watched Gambit and the Externals than fucking.
This is them, like we said this before. This is them, like oh, we got to put shit out there because we don't have too many characters left. Like as far as like they did all the major. There's really not too many characters after, like the headliners. Like big time headliners. Eternal, they were just trying like, oh, can we capture that Guardians of the Galaxy? Even Guardians of the Galaxy, I remember I have issues of Guardians of the Galaxy from back in the day.
Yeah, but it was as prevalent as it is now. They were getting video games and all this shit,
No, definitely not.
Yeah, Peter Quill is a fucking household name now. Who would ever have thought that? But fucking 20 years ago, 25 years ago.
And in the fucking the 90s, Guardians were probably the top of their height of popularity. Like Peter Quill wasn't in there. I think the only one was Gamora and Drax were like the only ones that were like.
Was it Ronan part of it too? Ronan the Accuser? Back then? No,
he was an enemy of them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, they had Star? Was it Star?
Star Fox.
No, the other one, the one that Stallone played, Starhawk.
Starhawk.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's Astro and fucking a couple of the other ones. Yeah, some of those stories were good. I think they were set in the future, so it was a little different. But I don't know, man. It's Eternals sucks. Well, Eternals doesn't suck. It's a beautiful looking movie and has some cool moments, but I didn't need 10 characters in 2.5 hours. All right. So speaking of a bunch of characters. So we got X-Men. They're doing this again. They're doing a vote for who's going to be in the next X-Men. We have a bunch of storylines happening. I just read Inferno, the ending of Mr. Hickman's run on the X-Men. He's going to be moving to Substack. Actually, a really good ending for him. Good action. Good. Kind of tied up some plot points, which felt very forced since this is kind of all happening kind of quick. I think he had a couple more years of storylines he wanted to tell, but kind of ties up his kind of some of the threads he had. Great. Hickman is definitely up there. He's definitely going to be up there with one of the great X-Men writers. But we're going to have another vote last year. I believe Polaris won.
Polaris.
Yeah. This year, this is our grouping for this year. We got Armor. I believe she was on last vote. Avalanche, Bling, Firestar, Gentle, Gorgon, Micromax, Penance, Siren, and Surge. Not the best grouping of like people I would pick out. Yeah, that's some of these like Micromax. I remember from the Excalibur run. I think the Warren Ellis Excalibur one. Penance from
Generation X.
Generation X. Avalanche, of course, one of the original evil mutants. Brotherhood. Yeah, well, not the original, but he was a part of the. He was part of Freedom Force too. Gorgon, Siren, Banshee's daughter, Surge. She was from the next X-Men, I believe. Gentle, I think, is from... Fuck, I forgot his name. And Firestar from Spider-Man Amazing Friends.
She's a mutant?
Yeah, she's a mutant.
Okay.
Yeah, she was part of the Avengers at one point. She was part of the New Warriors. I think she was an X-Men at one point. But she definitely has a history with the X-Men. I remember the Spider-Man Amazing Friends when the X-Men actually appeared. You don't remember that one? They told her origin. She was part of yeah. She was a mutant. Out of these, not the best. Like I love Armor. That's who I voted for last time. I think she's an underused character. I think she's a badass. I love her power set. She's almost like a Green Lantern type, but she can create like anime, like mechs, like style, style armor. Energy projection armor, but I'll probably go with Firestar with this one just because I like to see her get like a push. But yeah, no, it's kind of slim pickings on this X-Men lineup.
That's who you'd pick. You're taking Firestar.
I'll take Firestar.
Did you vote?
Not yet.
Okay, I voted.
Yeah, who'd you vote for?
I'm fucking going with Penance, man. Penance is badass. She's a little full of herself, which I dig the shit out of that. Like she's pretty much
the wreck of the mutants, yeah.
No, yeah, she knows how good she is.
Penance.
Yeah, Penance. Well, when they first originally introduced her, she was just known as Monet St. Croix. Yeah, so I fucking dug her back then because she was always like, she kind of felt kind of like a Storm kind of character, but she was just better than you and she knew it. MJF. You know, so yeah, she kind of has that kind of vibe to her that she's like, you know, she's better than you and she knows it. She's superior to you, and I fucking dig that about her. She, especially, you know, fucking young woman against all of these, like, I love that the women get the fucking best powers, and when it comes to the mutants, it feels like they're like the fucking strongest ones.
Yeah, the actual women are fucking badass.
Yeah, they're all fucking almost Omega level, dude. Yeah.
Strong independent woman. Yeah.
Yeah, so I rock with Penance, right, who I know is M. Yeah.
Who's all right, let's see in the chat, whoever's watching, who'd you pick out of this grouping, this pairing? Let's see. I'm gonna put up the thing one more time so you guys can go ahead. Who you guys picking? Who you guys picking out of this? Armor, Avalanche, Bling, Firestar, Gentle, Gorgon, Micromax, Penance, Siren, and Surge. Who you got? See in the chat. All right, some other Marvel news. We'll stick on some Marvel stuff. This is just a rumor. A lot of speculations coming around. I guess it's hard to talk about this without spoiling Spider-Man 3.
Oh, they had a week already.
All right, well, if you've been online, mute yourself here. I'll put up some spoilers for Spider-Man. I'll put up the spoiler banner for a second. Andrew Garfield is in Spider-Man 3. If you haven't watched it, go watch the movie. I won't say any more. You should watch the movie if you haven't already. All right. So I'm gonna take that out. We'll just mention it. Goddamn, I'm fucking up today. All right. So I mentioned it. All right. So we mentioned who was in Spider-Man 3. So they're gonna so we all heard Morbius is being pushed back. So some speculation was, it's COVID. They want to push it back to get some more. They want more people to go to the theater, which kind of doesn't make sense because Spider-Man's like becoming one of the biggest movies of all time. So I don't know if that gains any way. This theory kind of makes more sense that an actor from Spider-Man 3 is going to be showing up in Morbius. and that kind of makes sense going forward. So. All right, I just keep the fucking full spoilers. So Andrew Garfield, they're gonna film some scenes with Andrew Garfield. He's gonna be he possibly be the Spider-Man for this Sony Spideyverse, which we kind of talked about already and kind of hoped for. Like that would be the best because I think he killed it. He stands out. I saw Spider-Man for the third time the other day, and his performance just gets me every time. I think he kills it. Like this is him. I kind of wish. This is more of the Spider-Man we saw in the other two movies. I think the direction kind of went with his Peter Parker, just kind of, hey, let's go more emo, teen, shit. And his Spider-Man I always thought was great, and I think he kind of hit the right buttons with his Spider-Man. And if they want to have their cake and eat it too, Tom Holland in the MCU, Andrew Garfield in the Sonyverse, he can fight Venom, he can fight Morbius, he can fight Kraven, whatever the fuck they're gonna do over there. Which I think is smart. I would want to see a more established Spider-Man, this is the best. This is the best case scenario for fans. There's multiple Batmans out there. There's multiple fucking different heroes. People are smart. Audiences are smart. They know Miles Morales lives in the universe. They know Andrew Garfield lives in the universe. They know Tom Holland lives. Opened up the door with the multiverse. People are kind of learning. People like if you did this like 10 years ago, 15 years ago. Like, I don't understand. Why are there two Spider-Man? I don't get it. Why is it? Like, no, people are smart now. All this multiverse kind of...
Oh, you hope. You hope they're smart.
You would hope. But what do you think of this, man? What do you think of...
I fucking love it. Me, personally, I fucking love it. I'm ready to... Now you got Craven... They got Craven on their docket. Yeah. They're going to be... Who is it? Aaron Johnson for Craven, right?
Aaron Taylor. Which, if they have... That movie steps up. If they have Spider-Man in it,
it jumps up immensely because now he's hunting Spider-Man instead of hunting Venom or hunting fake Rhino or whatever.
Or you do the fucking Spider-Man Craven's Last Hunt with that storyline.
What's that?
Or at least set it up because Craven's Last Hunt is one of the best Craven's. It is not even the best. It's the best Craven storyline of all time. So I would think you'd have to pull from that one.
Well, I'm just hoping they do this. And I'm hoping it's not a fucking. I wouldn't put this past Sony as a ploy to do shit. I understand if they got the movie, they got the movie done. That's fine. They're probably just filming end credit stuff, which is good.
It would have to be an end credit scene for sure. Like maybe him meeting him or him setting up some new shit.
End credits are a new ending. That's what it is. That's what they're filming right now.
Yeah, because this exists in the Sonyverse. They had some. Looked like they had some time. Like they were trying to tie it with Michael Keaton showing up. We didn't say if he was the Vulture or not, but it looked like he was supposed to be the Vulture in the trailer. But he mentions Venom. Venom's not in the MCU, so this is set in a different.
So is the Sonyverse borrowing Vulture now?
It could be a fucking. It could be After Effective. Peter Parker, the shit in Doctor Strange and what Doctor Strange and Peter did. It could be the After Effects. Maybe Keaton got sent over there or some shit. Well, they have to explain it.
I think if the portal opens one way, it has to open both, right?
Yeah, so maybe there was a little switcheroo. So maybe that makes sense. But
all right, yeah, that does make sense.
Yeah,
we should be writers.
Yeah, all right, we're gonna end the spoilers, but I think it's a great idea. I love Tom. I love Tom Holland. He's definitely one of my favorite Spider-Man. But Garfield, every time I watch that movie, he just kills it for me. I think he's becoming one of my favorite parts.
You know what it is? I think it's Toby's the big brother. Tom Holland was the little brother everything was happening to. Fucking Andrew Garfield was the tortured one. Yeah, he was the one who was all fucked over. Yeah, he was the one who was like he's defeated. He's a defeated Spider-Man. Yeah. And, he still does what he does, but he's just angry, defeated Spider-Man now.
I love his performance. I think he every time I watch, like I said, he gets better with every time I watch him.
He's got heart, man. I like it.
I want to. Yeah, I like his look too. He looks like Peter Parker. He out of all of them, he looks most like the comic book Peter Parker. Like more like except for the weird fucking poofy hair. He looks like Hook. Got the Hook hair. All right, we're gonna have spoilers. I hope this happens. Morbius, like I didn't care about Morbius, but if this happens, I'll have to go watch Morbius.
I'll watch this. I'll probably wait a week. I'll find out if it's a teaser or
Oh,
whatever.
you'll find out,
I'll go. Yeah.
Day of, once you see like, please don't spoil the movie like scene. Yeah,
I'll mark it out. Yeah, I'm gonna mark out.
Yeah, and he's like, yeah. All right, we'll talk about more if it actually happens. This is a rumor at this point. So, all right, let's talk about this real quick before we go into the rips. First of all, like the video if you're watching right now. Please like, subscribe, all that crap. Helps with the algorithm, all that fun stuff.
Helps mutants get their powers if you hit that like button. Some kids gets activated in Russia, grows armor, metallic skin.
Honda Lauren's gonna vote for Armor or Siren. You gotta vote for one, man. You can't vote for two.
I would like Siren, but the whole thing is we already had Banshee. I want somebody with a different set of powers to work in that kind of team environment. Armor maybe, but I don't know. When I saw Siren's name, I was just like, no.
Yeah. What does the bot pick?
Wundigo. I don't know what that means. Wundigore.
Warlock.
Wundigore.
Thanks, Warlock. Looks like please like, subscribe, follow the social medias. Look for our show every Tuesday. Hopefully every Tuesday. So we got Scott Pilgrim coming out as a Netflix cartoon show. Brian O'Malley is set to write and executive produce the Scott Pilgrim anime series along with Ben David Rabinsky. Netflix hasn't given the project a series order yet, but if it does move forward, O'Malley and Grapsky will always serve as co-showrunners. If you read the comic, it's pretty much an anime. Like he's a Canadian kid, but he's influenced by anime and such, video games and comic books. The arts, I hope they keep the art style from the books because it's a perfect fucking translation to. It's already like storyboarded for you. Just give me the storyboard. Just take the comics. Those are your storyboards. Make it look like that. I think they're getting a little smarter with that. Like Invincible kind of taught them, like, dude, you can do these books are already drawn for you. The designs are already there for you. All you have to do is pull them out and fucking put them on the screen. Like a lot of times the comic book to cartoon, you always want to like do something different, like we redesign them to fit a certain style. Like no, make them look like how awesome would a Spider-Man show done in like McFarlane's art style, or like X-Men done like in the Jim Lee style. Like how fucking
X-Men done in Joe Mad style.
Yeah, like a perfect, like yeah, right, like an anime like Joe Mad style. Like how fucking perfect would that be? So hopefully, the comic is awesome. I love the comic. The movies, of course, is awesome. Also, it's just one of those things where I think they captured the comic book so well, and the video game was awesome too. So this is a triple threat right here. We haven't had a cartoon. I think it's perfect for a cartoon. Hopefully, it picks up the sarcastic heart of the books. What do you think of this, Rick?
Dude, I'm just hoping they really keep the animation style, like you said. The one thing I've noticed, and I'm sure there are people in the chat who probably played the game too, I want a lot of the bam, pow, zap, Batman 60s shit that goes into it. I want some of the music that's in the comic book, because they do have the chords to things that they're playing, when Sex Babam is doing their songs. And I think it'd be clever that when they're playing, they actually put the music underneath it, in just the way they did in the comic.
Yeah,
you're right. They have it storyboarded. Just put it to screen. Just put it to screen. As a matter of fact, that's a good question, dude. Out of all the artists that you know and that you've enjoyed over the years, like, who are some of the guys that you'd like to see their style animated?
Yeah, McFarlane, like I said, would be one for sure. Scott McDaniel, I think.
McDaniels would be great. See, his is perfect. That's a Saturday morning cartoon guy.
Yeah, like just imagine that, like a Nightwing animated show, like done in this style, like just like almost like Jackie Chan Adventures, kind of like that kind of animation, like smooth fighting kind of. There's a few guys that I don't think their art would translate well, but I think there's some that are very cartoon fluid. Like Mark Bagley would be good. Like his Spider-Man would definitely flow as as an animated show. Scott Collins, I think, would be good too. Yeah, there's a few guys. What about you? What do you think?
I'd like to see Jay Lee. That scratchy art into like a
HBO fucking.
Fuck yeah, exactly. Exactly. Something like a Jay Lee. I like seeing most of these other guys with that real scratchy kind of art. Like Mark Teixeira would be nice. Well, actually, he's not really scratchy. He's more of a blocky-ish.
His interiors are scratchy. His covers are more clean.
Yeah, I like him. Yeah, man, you nailed it with fucking McDaniel.
Yeah, he would definitely flow for sure. Like his style would definitely fucking flow.
I'm glad we got to see Otley. I'm glad to see we got to see Otley's.
Yeah. Kevin Mcguire would be a good one. I think he already did some great facials and facial expressions and shit. There's a few.
Ivan Reis.
Yeah, that would be cool. Yeah, if they did his style for like Green Lantern.
Yeah, Ivan Reis.
That would be cool. Yeah, I'll be down with that. Yeah. There's a few that would be kind of close, but I think Mark Waringo.
Mike Ringo, yeah, Waringo. And you know who actually? I know she just covers, but what's her name? Peach Momoko. Oh fuck yeah! Totally down for that shit right there.
Oh, yeah.
That'd be awesome if she had her own fucking anime or something.
Yeah. That'd be cool. I think we're getting to a point with animation where it's going to be easier and easier to like translate these artists, their style, and kind of get make it like not as expensive because it's all digital now. Like even like the 2D looking animation is all digital. So
I hope so because like these guys, man, they have like at least for Invincible, it's so iconic. The look is so fucking iconic, Nightwing when done by McDaniel is so fucking like clean. Or yeah, I'm sorry. I'm watching Hudson Hawk in the background and fucking it's Kit Kat and fucking Hudson Hawk are fighting and shit.
It's one of the great movies of all time.
It's great.
All right, so we're going to talk some sad news. We got a couple sad things to talk about. We're going to first talk about the great Sidney Poitier passing. One of the all-time great actors. Born 1927, February 20th, month away from his birthday, age 94, would have been 95 next month. Just an iconic actor, director, producer. He did a lot of things, man. He directed quite a few movies, man, too. He directed the one I watched the other day too was Stir Crazy. Like I remember watching too. I was like, oh yeah, Sidney Poitier directed this. I forgot.
Yes.
Yeah, I watched that a couple weeks ago too. Uptown Saturday Night too. Like just Ghost Dad.
He directed Ghost the debacle that was Ghost Dad.
Yeah.
All right.
And of course, he was an actor. I believe the first male African American gentleman to win the Oscar. What did he win it for? Was that The Heat of the Night?
It might have been In the Heat of the Night.
Yeah, definitely one of his bigger movies. Dude, so many damn movies, man. He was in like so many great like classics. I'm just going through his IMDb right now. He was in Omnibus, the TV series. This shows up every once in a while when somebody dies, like the Omnibus TV series. Shit, man. I'm just Raisin in the Sun. Fucking.
Great. I love that movie, man. Thank you, Miss Toops.
In the Heat of the Night, of course. They call me Mr. Tibbs.
Mr. Tibbs. Love it.
Guess Who's Coming to Dinner. Just fucking so many fucking movies, man. I'm just like in the 80s, kind of slowed down a little bit. He was in Sneakers. I thought he was great in Sneakers.
I loved him in Sneakers, dude.
Yeah. It was kind of like he didn't do too much. Like in the last like 20 years, he kind of like took it easy. Which, dude, you make it this far, you're more than fine. You're more than cool to do that. Shoot to Kill. Fuck, man, you got so many great movies, man. Like, yeah, what's some of your fond Sidney Poitier movie?
Well, I do love In the Heat of the Night, of course. And They Call Mr. Tibbs. I remember watching those with my dad. So like those, my dad was like, I don't think he's like loves movies like I do, but the movies that he likes, they're damn good. So I'm glad that he showed me those two. Stir Crazy. I know he's not in it, but damn, I didn't know I didn't know, or I forgot that he directed it, which is fucking awesome. I love them in Sneakers.
I gotta watch Sneakers again, man.
Sneakers is. I love Sneakers. He plays like an ex-CIA guy who's like retired, but he still has all his connections and shit.
Move your head a little bit to the rig.
Little Nikita with River. With River, huh?
Move your head a little bit to the other way.
Oh,
so you can see. Hey, so you can see.
Little Nikita with River Phoenix. That was one of my favorites. He plays. Once again, he's like an FBI, CIA agent. He works for the government, trying to protect the life, the son of 2 Russian spies who were looking to defect to the United States. They don't want to activate and do their fucking dirty work, but some guy's coming over and telling them, "You guys got to do it." It takes place like in San Diego. Final battle scene takes place near the border at Mexico. So I love that shit. I was like, I know that place. I crossed the border, and not illegally. I was let me see the other one.
Jackal. I forgot it was.
The Jackal was the one I was gonna say. I fucking love them in the Jackal, dude. It's a bad '90s movie, Fucking and plus it's Bruce Willis. He's the bad guy with Richard Gere and Sidney Poitier chasing him down. So yeah, I love it. Yeah, that's right. I'm glad that Ricky just threw that in the chat. I just read that. I'm sorry, but Ricky, Sneakers, San Francisco movie, baby. I love it. Sneakers, San Francisco movie, yeah. So I think that might be the one that I take the most, just because I love my city, and yeah.
Lori, hi guys, just got home. Poitier was such an elegant man, trailblazer for sure.
Oh, Trailblazers not doing the man justice by just saying that,
fucking Heat of the Night too. During that time too, like a lot of race relations were so fucking hot and like crazy, and just kind of dipping on a lot of fucking issues that were going on that time. Important, like a important person in the history of film for sure. One of the all-time greats, man. You can't really say a bad thing about Sidney Poitier. And his IMDb is not too like busy like in the last 20 years, which I hope he like had a nice 20 years of just relaxing.
He was just chilling, man. He was enjoying life.
He probably made enough money, didn't care about shit, and was relaxing, man. I hope he had a nice fucking 20 years off from the business. But hey, man, we got one of the greatest actors of all time, man. Just awesome, man. Definitely one of those. I can't feel too like sad for somebody that's passing at his age. He had a fucking
as accomplished as the guy was, man. He did some living, he did some fighting, man.
Directed, fought, and just one of the greats, man. So R.I.P. Sidney Poitier, just one of the greats. We cheers to you here at the SF Comic Book Co. One of the legends. I'm drinking my Bud Light seltzer sour. It's green apple.
I'm drinking
sour to the core
Kool-Aid.
It's pretty good. Drinking that Kool-Aid, Rick.
Drink the Kool-Aid. The dark water.
Let's see. Kayfabe, Honduran Cartoonist Kayfabe just did an interview with Brian Lee O'Malley. They did do an interview with him, and they also went through Joe. Speaking of Joe Madureira, they went through his first work with X-Men, with Brian Lee O'Malley, who's a huge X-Men fan, of course. So they the Kayfabe guys went through his first book, The Phalanx Covenant.
Yes, I love that book, man.
Yeah, so they went through. Like I haven't watched it yet, but they're doing some they're doing some good shit over there.
I love his rendering of Warlock, Joe Mads. Yeah, I love the way he draws Warlock.
Darwin Cook style JSA would be amazing. They kind of already did that.
With New Frontier, right?
New Frontier, yeah, that was Darwin Cook's style, yeah. They pretty much did that already.
Come on, Alex.
The Defiant ones, especially groundbreaking. Poitier's best.
Oh, I got. Let me see, which one is that one?
I've heard of it. Yeah.
Yeah, no. Sometimes I look at who's in it. I'm like, oh, I already seen that.
Big Leo 415 Sneakers was hella good. Not the Jordans, man. We're not talking about Jordans, bro. Damn. Come on, Big Leo. Go check out the Gold Dirty Bastards over there. You want to talk some sports and some smack? Go check them out. They did an episode last night talking about the Niners' big win over LA, the Scrams.
I have seen the Defiant one. That's the one with fucking that's the one with Tony Curtis. Yeah, I've seen that.
Oh yeah. That's the one they came together, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I've seen that one. Yeah. That's a good movie.
That's a great movie. I remember
watching that on fucking like Channel 44 or some shit like as a kid.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's actually a really good movie. Yeah, I haven't seen it. Yeah.
I'm off to
another one. Like he was just like, unfortunately, he was like the standard like Hollywood black guy, so they put him in a lot of these kind of movies. But it was a very important, man, to see this guy like fucking do these things, man. So
and rocking it too, man. Yeah. That's the most important part. I mean, if you're getting cast and because or whatever, you gotta rock it because by rocking it, you're opening doors for everybody else.
Yeah, pretty much. All right, so some more sad news this week. Hits keep coming. Mr. Bob Saget, Danny Tanner himself, passed away. I read the report. It looks like he was alone in his road. There's no foul play, no drug use. You just kind of like think of the worst, like when you hear somebody passed away. But it sounds like he was in his hotel room. He did a show the day before, the night of. Sent out a tweet like thanking the audience. He was going back on tour. It looks like they found him in his room, just kind of clutching his chest. Looked like he had a heart attack. We won't know until we get the toxicology. But either way, Bob Saget, man, one of the old timers, man. He was just amazing. Of course, Danny Tanner on Full House. I love TGIF was a staple around here. And it was cool because it was set in San Francisco too. That Full House. You saw all the people like showed up on Steiner to go to like pay tribute at the Full House. Those people must be so miserable with that fucking house. Like everyone wants to take pictures in front of that house. But Bob Saget, dude. Like of course that if it was just Full House, it would be one thing. But he also had America's Funniest Home Videos. Just do it like so goofy and funny, and just kind of made those stupid videos like even funnier with his little voice antics and his little quips and he was definitely like a blue comedian too. I got to see him live. I got to work one of his shows at the Warfield, and it was fucking awesome, man. He was hilarious, and it was. I seen him in interviews like on Howard Stern and shit, and he was definitely a blue comic, but he had this like aura of being the sitcom dad that everyone knew and loved. And growing up, I had fucking shit parents and I had a shit dad. So I looked up to some of these guys, and like Danny Tanner was like the variant version of my father that was the good version. Just a dork but understanding and very caring, and he played that role so well, and he was definitely like the heart of that show. And the Uncle Jesse and Uncle Joey were definitely, but he was definitely kind of like that parent you want and wish you could have. He did that so great, and directed one of my favorite comedies of all time, of course, Dirty Work. Just one of I think this was pretty high on my list of comedies. Nobody can say a bad thing about him. When Norm Macdonald, when he had the roast of Bob Saget on Comedy Central, you want to watch that roast. It's really good. But Norm Macdonald, he loved Bob Saget so much, he didn't want to go out there and just fucking talk shit about his boy. He was like, nope. He just told these like cheesy, easy, like kind of old school kind of jokes, and it was fucking perfect because all the comedians got it. Bob Saget got it. Just one of the fucking. This one hit me, man. This one hit me hard, man. Bob Saget, man. He was a funny fucking guy. I'm glad I got to see him live. I'm glad I got to experience him up close. But definitely one of it's like one of your family members when you were a kid just kind of passing away, man. Like one of your uncles just passing away, man. Like Bob Saget was definitely a part of our childhood, man. Part of our youth. So yeah, this one hurts for sure. Mr. Rick.
Yeah. This one fucking kind of really bothered me. This is like I don't think something hit me like this since probably like Robin Williams died. He definitely was that, that person that we watched on TGIF, and I just remembered, single dad. I mean, I watched it from the first episode up to like when he on the new Fuller House stuff, and dude, too soon.
Yeah, 65, man. That's way too young, man. That's way too young, man.
And then hearing all the other comedians and people who like talked with him, like hearing stuff from Jodie Sweetin saying like I lost my dad today too. Yeah. That hurts. Fucking hearing Jimmy Kimmel's.
Yeah, I couldn't watch it. I was like, I can't watch it. I'm just gonna fucking tear.
Yeah. So yeah, just hearing Jimmy Kimmel's And then finally hearing John Stamos is like, I'm not believing this. I refuse to believe it. So yeah, he's like I said earlier, he's probably one of my top 3 like favorite TV dads. For a reason. He's probably one of the most, like Jimmy Kimmel said, the word sweetest does not describe the man fully. But he really was one of the sweetest fathers. I mean, I get so much shit because I think that my 2 favorite dads growing up were fucking Mike Brady and Danny Tanner.
Yeah, I was gonna say Mike Brady for sure.
So yeah. I mean, and I think a lot of Danny Tanner took from Mike Brady. And
it was the next evolution of that. Like that dad, it wasn't like the stereo, like, oh, I'm gonna punish you, I'm your dad, I'm gonna fucking, no, it's like I'm gonna understand what you're fucking feeling, I'm gonna understand what you're going through, and not gonna just fucking, bring out the belt or like fucking berate you or just, be like, oh, I'm just not approachable. Fucking no, as a dad, you can talk to you, and the dad would give you advice. And for a kid, like I said, for a kid that didn't have a real dad growing up, that's something you wanted, man. That's something you really want. You really wanted. And
he was a great dad, and I loved him on America's Funniest Home Videos. Like you said, that was our YouTube. That was pretty much our fucking YouTube. Yeah, people were sending videos to him or to them, and they would put it on.
Yes.
Pretty much. And then when I first heard his stand up, it fucking blew my mind. I was like, oh fuck, I love this guy even more.
Yeah, he just had so many layers to him. Like, yeah, he was like blue, but he could tell jokes to kids. He could tell jokes to adults. He could direct the fucking comedy. This is the rough one, man. R.I.P. Bob Saget, such a funny gentleman, really great guy. No bad word from anyone. Yeah, cheers to Mr. Saget. It sucks, man. He was like going back on the road too, man. I'm really counting my blessings. I got to see him, man. Like it was funny because families brought their kids to come see him, and like, oh wait, this is not the Danny Tanner we know. He's like talking about banging Michelle and shit, like shit, super blue shit for sure. But
I love it.
And that's that's the shit you to get people. That's how he was. That's the kind of comedian. And in the fucking Aristocrats, you ever see that fucking documentary about the dirtiest joke of all time?
Oh, yes, I loved his.
And his was the dirtiest out of all the. They had 20 something comedians on that fucking movie, and he was considered the dirtiest joke out of all of them. So I would do yourself a favor, go look up fucking Aristocrats joke. It's one of the dirtiest fucking jokes of all time, and out of all the comedians they picked, he was the dirtiest. Like how that just tells you how great and clever of a fucking comedian he was. Like how he knew how to read an audience. Like he could go from playing the straight lace all American dad to telling one of the fucking dirtiest jokes fucking ever. So yeah, man, he was a legend, man. Always thought Rick Rock always go out like Tony Montana with his face on a mountain of coke. You ever suck dick for coke?
That would have been awesome.
In Half Baked, he did his line, you remember that line, Bob Saget saying, and that was before people kind of knew he was working blue in Half Baked. So when you see Bob Saget talking about sucking dick for coke, it's like, what the fuck, Danny Tanner, what are you doing? And people were shocked by it, but people that knew Bob Saget weren't shocked because that's his comedy. That's that was lightweight compared to some of the shit he would do. Krista grew up without a dad. Danny Tanner was my dad. So sad. I fully lost my innocence when I first watched Half Baked. LOL. R.I.P. Bob Saget forever. Loved and missed. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, he was. It's barely, man. He was our dad, man. The Mrs. Doubtfire house got a lot of flowers when Robin died. Yeah, I saw there was a bunch of people gathering. Don't bother the people at the house, though. Don't. Don't. Yeah. If you want to stand outside, away from it, don't bother the people that live in there. Even though the people who live in there are probably fucking millionaires, so I guess I don't feel too bad for them. The Honda DeLorean meant more of a New Frontier style. It's cool to have a Wildcat, Power Girl, OG Flash, etc. As I said, not just one movie. Always making excuses.
Okay, yeah, I know. There he goes again. Thanks a lot, Hondo.
Rick Rock, his Aristocrats joke was the best, hands down. Yeah.
I love that joke.
Danny Quintero, R.I.P. Bob Saget. Yeah. And the fact that he was Yeah, I love that picture though. Him like especially this week of the Niners, having that crazy victory, is rocking that Niners stuff, and you did it for the Niners. So yeah, man, Danny, yeah, man, it's yeah, man. He didn't have like too many like film credits, like he didn't have like he wasn't like I kind of wish he did directed some more movies. Like because I think Dirty Work not doing so well kind of I guess kind of set him back for sure. Let's see. Yeah, he wasn't really too much, man. Yeah, he was in Full House. Yeah, all the other ones like small roles here and there. He didn't really do too much. But anytime he showed, he was great on fucking Entourage. I forgot his little his episode on Entourage. That was fucking good. I forgot about that. Oh, I'm totally forgetting about this too, man. I'm pissed off. I forgot about this. How I Met Your Mother. He was the narrator for How I Met Your Mother.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's playing the young Ted Mosby. He's playing the older Ted Mosby. Yeah, so he's the one that tells the story in the show. Yeah, I totally forgot about that. Wow, that's my fucking yeah. He was great in that too, man. He was awesome, man. He has the voice of the
older
narrator.
Ted.
Yeah, and it was great. Yeah, that show's awesome. I love that show. One of my favorite shows. But yeah, he definitely he was perfect telling the story, man. I loved his voice. I loved him telling the story. Yeah, man. Fuck, man. Yeah, just a bunch of TV stuff. But yeah, man. Man. This is a rough one, man. He was. Yeah, one of the GOATs, man. I would put him into my top 2, 3 for sure. He was definitely one of the great comedic actors. Let's see. Yeah, Bob Saget and Betty White having many laughs right now. Yeah, Norm's up there. Yeah, they're having a fucking blast right now, man. Sidney Poitier is pouring some drinks. We got fucking
Norm Macdonald just fucking being Norm near them.
Yep. Bob Saget was awesome in the Arista X comedy doc. Yeah, you're so late, Hondo. Oh my god, I loved him in Entourage. I forgot about that. Yeah, he was really good in Entourage. Yeah, I think he played their neighbor, I think, at one point. Or like some shit like that. Oh, yeah, it was fucking pretty funny. Ack, you started earlier tonight. So sad we lost Saget. Yeah, well, if you follow our social medias, you would know this Michelle rocks. Yeah, it's R.I.P. Saget. He was definitely one of the GOATs, man. Like I said, it just hit. This one hits different. Some of these celebrity deaths, like, oh, they sad. And even like Betty White, sad. But Saget felt like close to home. It's like, yeah, losing somebody close to you. I don't know. It's weird. Like, that's just kind of weird sometimes.
I mean, inadvertently, he didn't do it. He was just, acting and stuff. But he was teaching us stuff growing up. So it's huge when you lose that.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, all right. Well, I'm gonna drink again. Drink again to fucking Bob Saget, one of the GOATs. Thank you, Bob. Yeah, I gotta find my ticket. I have my ticket somewhere. I gotta pull that out somewhere. Yeah, within the show. Yeah. Let's see when we're here. Oh, more bots. Man, we got sweet bots, man. It's great. That mean good.
Thanks a lot, Dre. Dre and Danny brought their bots.
Becoming popular when you get all the bots. Yeah, so yeah, but sad news this week. But that's life. Life fucking happens, man. Fuck. But yeah, not much more to say about that, man. Just we lost 2 legends this week for sure. R.I.P. to both. Yeah, Sid Poitier had a great run. But Saget way too young, man. 65 is too young. Yeah, too fucking young, man. Hopefully they just it's just maybe just had a bad heart, maybe just too much stress, maybe just I hope it's nothing anything worse than that, but man's dead either way. All right. It's always rough. All right.
Yeah, I mean this one was like you said, man. This one was a little bit rougher than most.
Yeah.
Like I really haven't talked about this. Like I saw it come across, and I was just like, all right. But the more you just talk about it, the more it hits.
Yeah. Just had the impact he had, man, for sure. Like half big, he's his credited as uncredited cocaine addict.
That's great.
That's awesome, man. All right, R.I.P. Bob Saget, one of the GOATs for sure. All right, let's go jump. We're trying to get some heavy-handed fucking shit, but we're gonna just talk about pull list. stuff you picked up during the week, stuff you watched, listened to, good or bad, something you just want to talk about, share with the group. Let's see, I'll go first. Started rewatching Golden Girls. I haven't watched Golden Girls since probably the fucking 90s. So I'm rewatching. Finished season 1. I'm on season probably like 5 episodes into season 2. Fucking hilarious, man. Estelle Getty, she's a fucking goat, man. She's fucking hilarious. She's fucking awesome, man. Her one-liners are fucking so hilarious. And Betty White, of course. Her fucking Saint All Lost Stories are fucking legendary. She's fucking. They're all fucking great. But Estelle Getty, man, she's my goat, man. She's fucking hilarious, man. She's fucking so like reminds me of my grandma. Just no nonsense, gonna say what's on her fucking mind.
Doesn't give a shit.
Don't give a shit what your opinion is. She's lived her life, so now she's gonna fucking do whatever the fuck she wants. Great show, awesome. Finished some books up. War of the Bounty Hunters. Finished this. Charles Soule. This is the story that takes place after Empire Strikes Back of Boba Fett trying to deliver Han Solo to the fucking to Jabba the Hutt.
Well, Jabba, you know.
Well, you know. Ruffy looking nerf herder.
Nerf herder.
It starts off really good. Charles Soule has been actually a really good Star Wars writer. I don't know. I have a feeling he didn't really quite catch the voice of some of these characters. It seemed kind of off to me. It started off really good. I think towards the end, it just kind of seemed like some of these books, like they're supposed to be canon, these books, but like towards the end, it just kind of seemed like it was like, oh, let's throw all these characters from Star Wars because you know all these characters, and some of it doesn't make sense. It could fit in, but I don't know. It kind of goes off the rails with trying to add too many characters from Star Wars.
Mortal Kombat Annihilation. It's the annihilation rule.
Kind of. Some of the shit was just like the voices didn't like. He's usually pretty good about the voices. Like when you read it, you hear you hear their voices. This one felt kind of off. Steve McNiven's doing the art. The art was really good. I like a lot of this story, but I think it kind of goes off the rails towards the end. And it kind of trying to do too much and add so much. This is supposed to be a big crossover event, kind of the big mega event in Star Wars, but I think it was a little convoluted towards the end. But still, still worth reading. I would think. Kind of fills a couple gaps, but I think they got a little too much towards the end. Deceased Unkillables. This is one of the side chapters. This is yours, Rick. Whenever I see you again. So this is the next chapter. Tom Taylor. This is kind of the villain side of things. The covers.
Oh no shit.
Yeah, so you get Deathstroke, Captain Cold, Lady Shiva.
Oh, I like that Grundy's in the back there, man. It looks dope back there.
Like kind of like the villains, kind of like having to deal with the zombie, the zombie-ish outbreak in the fucking DC's universe. The art's really good. Who does he? Carl Mostert. Good art. I actually really dug this. I thought it was really good. Good read, quick read too. So, if you're into the DC stuff, this is like one of the next chapters. I think this one came out next after the initial one. I would check this out if you're a DC fan. It's a fun book for sure. Let's see. I talked about Inferno already. Wastelanders Doom. This is This is like a Wastelanders, part of the Wastelanders series. This takes place in the Old Man Logan universe from the comic. Kind of how like all the characters came into power and kind of is set in that universe. So we've had like Star-Lord's perspective we had Hawkeye's perspective. So we're getting different perspective. This is from Doom's perspective. It's a really good one shot. Doug, the cover's really good. Good Doom story. Digging it. Groenbeck and Ota does the art. Groenbeck does the writing. I'm not familiar with their work, but captured Doom perfectly, and the art's really fucking good. Art's really fun, so definitely check that out. And one more, Flash 777. This is, of course, continuing the story of Wally West being the major Flash. The
777?
777. Yeah, so fun book so far. I love to bring in the family aspect. The kids are getting some run, so I'm digging that for sure. I'm just glad to see Wally West back in the proper DC universe.
Not a killer, not crazy.
No, they retconned that shit pretty much, which is thank God, because that was stupid. Let's see, Lori. Glad to hear you're rewatching Golden Girls, another show ahead of its time. Picture it, Sicily. Yeah, definitely. They were like in the mid '80s. They were definitely talking about shit and kind of get away with shit that people weren't talking about, and especially older folks. So I think it was very important for because you're seeing old white ladies talk about certain issues which weren't being talked about that back then. So I think definitely an important show. For once, I would agree with you, Lori. Let's see, Rick, what you got?
Let me see. So I started watching because I was super behind. So I started watching Rick and Morty season 4.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it's pretty badass so far.
Yeah. We're on season 5, right?
Yeah, they're season 5.
Yeah. So let me see. Season 5 starts off kind of weird, but it ends really good.
I love the season opener with Mr. Nimbus. Yeah, fucking love that episode. So yeah. Let me see. I remember I told you I've been like hunting for werewolf movies. So I found one called I Am Lisa, and I was hoping for just based on what it was about. It's shit. Just took forever to kind of like develop, and the one thing that kind of like just gets me is, dude, why when they're trying to make like empowerment movies for ladies, does it feel like they're trying to make an empowerment movie for ladies? And that's the thing that kills me sometimes. Like even like Crystal was watching, she was like, why are they doing this? Like they need to get to the action. And once they got to the action was kind of decent. But yeah, please, for God's sakes, nobody watched this movie. I like some of the makeup effects that they did. They did some cool things, but not enough for me to like kind of go on my binge of rewatching movies. No. Let me see.
You seen Werewolf Within yet?
I saw Werewolves Within. I actually liked it a lot, man.
Yeah, I liked it.
I liked it a lot. I'm telling you,
werewolf design, but I like the movie.
No, well, it's just it's kind of hard for me to blame guys for werewolf design. It's so hard to do. I think I look for more of what the story is like now.
Yeah, it was a good story. I like the cast. The cast was really good.
Was great. I don't know if you've seen a movie called Howl, where they're stuck on a train and you get 3 werewolves fucking chasing them and fucking trying to kill them and trying to get into like a train.
I haven't seen it.
It's pretty good. I dug it a lot. It has like that isolated feeling because they're in the middle of like like from one city to another in the middle of the mountains, in a forest and shit. Full moon night, of course. But the one I'm telling you still to watch, I think it's on Amazon Prime if I'm not mistaken. It's called Late Phases. Late Phases. It's fucking grizzled old veteran from Vietnam. He went blind and now he's in the old folks community trying to hunt fucking a werewolf. Sign me up for that one. The werewolf designs were kind of shit, but the movie's fucking itself is fucking pretty badass. I fucking dug the fuck out of it. I think I talked about that one a few weeks ago. Let me see what else on my pull list. I know there was one thing that people were telling me to watch, and I kind of started it.
Squid Game?
Huh?
Squid Game?
Squid Game I finished.
Oh, okay.
And I loved it.
Mm. Oh yeah, you talked about that already.
Yeah, I don't know if I told people. Squid Game is pretty much, to me, it's Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory meets Hostel. That's what it is. So people are like, "Well, explain." I'll be happy to. Just ask me, call me. I'll make a post. Whatever. I'll be happy to explain it. But let me see. What other movies or shows? Nothing right now. Let me see. Games. There are no good games. Let me see. Oh, no. No. If you have the Switch, if you have the Nintendo Switch and you got the Nintendo Plus everything, of course you guys get the N64 thing. If you have the full expansion pack thing.
Have they added any new games?
They added Paper Mario.
Oh, yeah.
Paper Mario is a fucking awesome game. So I can't wait to start that one. Paper Mario is going to be dope. Another one I can't wait to play is Mario RPG. Huh?
Smash Brothers. I want Smash Brothers.
I'm waiting, but the thing is, I think I want. I know everybody likes the. I'm not the biggest fan of the original Smash Brothers. I want that GameCube version of Smash Brothers.
Melee.
Melee's the best version of it.
Yeah, I would think so. Yeah, Melee is definitely the best.
Yeah. So, and there's a lot of games from the Switch. I mean, from the GameCube that I want. I want the fucking the cell shaded Robotech game, which was awesome.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that's it for my pull list.
I don't know if I mentioned it, but I was wondering if you had thoughts on the Book of Boba Fett. The second episode is fucking amazing. I thought the first episode was great. The second episode is fucking really good, man. Second episode, some of the best Star Wars.
I hear people hating on it.
People, I don't know. People are like, don't watch it. You don't like it, don't watch it. I'm watching it. I'm enjoying the fuck out of it. Like, I guess it does take away from like Boba Fett, like over explaining, like the same thing with Wolverine in the comics. Like the more you explain, the more you take away from the character. The myth,
the mysticism of the character.
But people need to get over the fuck. Yeah, Boba Fett looked cool in the fucking original trailer. He looked cool. Said 4 things. Looked cool. That's it. That didn't really do much else. Didn't do anything really badass. Like he got fucking killed off fucking so easily. He got killed off by a blind Han Solo.
Just like turning around.
And he didn't really do much to capture Han Solo. He just fucking like kind of like transported him. So I think it's great seeing this origin. I like Tamara Morrison kind of adding so much to the character. The stuff with the Sand Folk, I thought was great. The action was really good. This last having Robert Rodriguez as one of the showrunners is really showing. Like the action is really intense and fast paced. I thought the last episode was amazing. I thought one of my favorite episodes of Star Wars for sure. It's great.
I fucking love it.
Like you don't watch it. You don't like it. Don't watch it. That's fine. Yeah, it's fine. I'll enjoy it and watch it.
Well, almost Star Wars. No, shut the fuck up. I don't want to hear it.
Watch the original trilogy. You'll be happy with that. I'll enjoy.
Exactly.
I'll be a prequelist. I'll watch the Clone Wars. I'll watch Bad Batch. I'll watch all this other shit and enjoy the fuck out of it.
And see, this is the thing. I know that there are people. They use the term, and I've had it used against me. The term gatekeepers, right? So fuck people who are gatekeepers. It's not gatekeeping. It's just people who are ensconced in the fandom, and I'm ensconced in the fandom too. You're ensconced in the fandom, Ray. So if they're gatekeeping, what the fuck are we doing?
I get it. Like you're a fan of something, and then people come in and like late and like think they fucking know what they're talking about.
But that's a different story because people come in and they say they consider themselves experts after fucking watching a movie once or reading a story once. Oh well, I don't give a shit what you think. I've read that. I've seen it fucking 40 times. I love it with all my heart. You just came like a Johnny come lately because it's fucking. It's the cool thing now. Oh, look, I'm gonna watch this shit. Fuck you.
I missed conventions before the fucking before the last 15 years when it just turned into like a fucking. Oh, I'm a fan of Tony Stark. Like, no wonder he's a fan of Tony.
Yeah, like nobody's a fan of Tony Stark. I mean, everybody loves Steve Rogers.
Yeah, you like Robert Downey Jr.
Exactly.
You're a fan of Robert Downey Jr. You like Robert Downey. Like you're not a fan of Tony Stark. Tony Stark's a prick in the comic. Real prick. Yeah, it is kind of like. I see that, but yeah, I don't know. Motherfuckers are just casual fans. Like, fuck you. I've been living this fucking life, this geek life for fucking years, man.
Yeah.
Now you motherfuckers want to go. I'm a comic book fan. Yeah. Are you though? Have you dug through a quarter bin at the fucking at a fucking comic shop? Have you cut yourself on a bagging and boarding your comics? No, you gotta live the gimmick, man.
Oh, Hudson Hawk, man. Sorry. It's the part where James Coburn is kicking him back and forth, and then he stops kicking him and he keeps going, and he goes, "Oh, my hat!" And James Coburn does the flying kick over the fucking wall.
Lori, I agree with you about the Book of Boba Fett. It's a great series. The fact that people who actually know more about the lore than others.
Yeah, exactly. And
it's adding to the lore, man.
It's adding to the lore.
It's making Boba Fett a more complicated, more interesting character. Instead of just being, I'm the bounty hunter that says 4 things and look cool.
He's not a bounty hunter anymore. The motherfucker's a crime lord.
He's a mafioso.
I don't like, but that's the one thing I don't think I like. I don't like the word daimyo. Because I believe that daimyo is I'm not sure if
Japanese.
Is it Japanese? Yeah. I don't think they'd be using that word in space.
They use fucking a whole bunch of random ass fucking.
Yeah, but like the title, I would have liked. I think I would have liked another title for it. Just something a crazy word, a glork. I don't know what the fuck, you know. But it's just it's like I understand the daimyo, you know. We're gonna call him the Godfather. Oh, he's the Godfather of Tatooine. Like no.
All right.
Il Padrino.
El Padrino. All right. You got any hidden gems this week, Rick?
Nah, we'll skip them this week.
No hidden gems?
I'm going to skip it this week.
All right. You know my hidden gem's going to be? My signed Jimmy Garoppolo card. I got this when Jimmy first came out in 2014 and got drafted by the Patriots. I bought a box of cards. This was the card I pulled before he was with the Niners. You know, it was destiny. I kept this card in my stack, and he got signed with the Niners. I was like, all right, I got a signed Jimmy Garoppolo thing already. And he played like a fucking. He toughed it out. He had some balls this weekend. Came back 17-0 to the Rams. You know,
the Lambs.
The Lambs.
The Lambs.
You know, I'm a Jimmy apologist. I like Jimmy. I
like Jimmy. That's shit. Fuck it. Hashtag I like Jimmy.
Yeah,
take that to the bank. Fucking nip, some bitch. For real.
Yeah, no, it's like I didn't want to bank our future on a rookie. I think we had potential. I think that Jimmy had, if we, kind of built around him, I think we'd had a solid team. But this is the last few games of him as a Niner, I have much respect to him. And he was a Niner. He took us to a Super Bowl, possibly, hopefully another one. He's going to be, one of those great Niner quarterbacks, man. Like, even though he didn't, hopefully he can win. Hopefully he goes out, he wins this one. Maybe it changes the destiny of our team, and maybe, we'll see what happens. But I think they have a good shot this year, and they're playing really. I think they're playing with house money too, because no one expected the Niners to be in the playoffs and to be fighting.
Not now they didn't. After the way they started out, I mean, at the beginning of the year, they were prohibitive favorites to be in there. But now,
yeah,
a few weeks later, they were like, oh, shit, they're not doing anything. Now, here they are. Playoff, baby.
Playoffs. Yep. So, yeah, good luck to the Niners. It's going to be a big game playing Dallas. I can't wait for that, man. It's going to be a fun one. Yeah, man. Sad but fun show.
Yeah.
I think it's heavy-hearted for sure, but thanks to everyone that's watching. Like and subscribe to the video every Tuesday. Hopefully, it depends on schedules and what have you. But yeah, we have some more fun stuff coming up. Some more videos coming up, hopefully. Yeah, any last words before we get out of here?
No, just everybody out there, just really take care of yourselves and be kind.
Yeah, don't be an asshole, man.
Yeah, don't be Rick.
Never go full Rick.
Never go full Rick.
All right, we're gonna get out of here. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. This one's for you, Frank, and we did a show on for you. Be safe out there. Wear your mask. But don't be a hermit that just fucking fucks with you psychologically. Like, still do fun things. Just be safe. Wear your mask. Rock, and if you don't, you're not comfortable in an environment, don't go. And just be safe and get checked. And if you're feeling sick, stay home. Fuck. Lori, bye. Bye, Lori.
Bye.
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 Yeah, go watch the Golden Girls. All right. We'll see you guys next time. Be safe and go Niners.
Go Niners. Fuck the Cowboys.